All right. Now we go over to the lightweight road to UFC finale as we got Sung Wook Kim coming in at plus 145 going up against Dom Mar Fan, who comes in at minus 170. Now we'll start off on the Kim side of things, who is now on a 4-fight winning streak after falling short on the previous season of the road to UFC at the hands of Rong Zhu. That night, he could not get to his grappling advantage, and he ended up getting torched on the feet by Rong Zhu for 15 minutes, allowing Rong Zhu to win that fight on the scorecards. But we did see Kim pick up 2 wins on the regional scene before getting another opportunity on the on road to UFC, and he's come through with back-to-back round 2 finishes. His first fight in this tournament came up against another grappler who was having a lot of success against Kim for about a round and a half, before it was obvious that the gas tank issues and cardio mismanagement really caused Kamiya some issues. That slowed him down. That allowed Kim to get a reversal, get some big shots off, and get a finish from that crucifix position. The next matchup for Kim was a little bit easier. It was a pick'em on the betting lines, but once the fight started, it seemed like Kim was the side as he eventually worked his way into a body lock, got a takedown, got a few submission attempts off in the first round, but it was clear in the second round that his opponent was starting to slow down. That wear and tear was starting to catch up to him, and Kim was eventually able to get that submission finish to force the tap. Kim is a very talented grappler. He does a great job with his long limbs as well. He has a 71-inch reach, and he utilizes that front choke series very well. He utilizes the body lock very well, and he has some sneaky takedowns where he's able to eventually get to positions where he feels a little bit more comfortable. He does a good job in terms of taking the back of his opponent too, and I think he's one of those sturdier guys to deal with in the grappling realm. Speaking of sturdy, in the grappling realm, how about 25-year-old Dom Mar Fan, who's on a 4-fight winning streak? His only 2 pro losses coming at the hands of a man that fights later on in this card, Killen Salkild. Dom Mar Fan has been an underdog in both of his road to UFC fights so far, and he's kind of dominated both of them. The first one, he came in as a plus 500 underdog, and he won the first 2 rounds with his usual grapple-heavy style. He started to slow down a little bit in the third and ate some damage, but luckily saw the scorecards and was able to still get his hand raised. Last time around, he had tremendous success against Park, where he was able to get in on his takedowns, get that top position, get the back, threaten with a few submission attempts, and land that consistent ground and pound. He loves to land elbows. He loves to land ground and pound to stay busy so that the referee's never encouraged to try to step in and stand these guys back up. Fan at times has mismanaged his gas tank, but he looked really good in his last matchup, especially the fact that it went 15 minutes and he controlled the majority of it. Now, there were some instances where he got reversed or even got his own back taken, but I love the little things that he does to stay safe in those spots. He attacks his opponent's hooks so that they can't get that full control. And even when they end up attacking with a choke, he knows the right moments to explode and turn and reverse and get on top of his opponents. He seems very well trained, especially when he's on the mat, and he doesn't often find himself in bad spots, but when he does, he knows exactly when to get out of those bad spots and what to do to get out of those bad spots. His striking, still a work in progress. There's a lot of work to be doing there, but he usually knows how to do a good enough job in terms of crashing the pocket, engaging in the clinch, and from there he gets that double underhook position, the body lock, and he has inside trips, outside trips, he has some throws, or even finds a way to rotate to the back of his opponent and then just dragging them to the ground by sinking in a hook and getting that grapevine on one of his opponent's legs. He's very skilled, and he's only 25 years old and a very tough guy to deal with in the grappling realm. Now, against Kim here, Kim, obviously a talented grappler in his own right, but I feel like Fan has a little extra in the tank to give and does a little bit more in terms of working out of bad positions. And I think he'll have more success maintaining that top control or even getting the back of Kim and really wearing him down from there. At minus 170, I think this is a great spot to take a shot on Fan to complete his road to UFC journey and make it to the UFC. Both guys don't really often leave much in terms of striking here, so I think most of this will take place in the grappling realm, and from there I really think Fan will do a good enough job in terms of subduing Kim, keeping him on the defensive. There could be some success for Kim in deep water in the third round, but I believe in Fan's submission defense and grappling defense enough that he won't end up getting finished here. So I like Fan. I like him at -170, and I think he ends up grinding this out and winning it on the scorecards.